Okay, a second derivative again. So this one is a quotient, which means the quotient rule will apply, and it says you do bottom d top minus top d bottom over bottom squared. So here we go. Bottom d top, that would be 4x, minus top d bottom, just 3, all over the bottom squared, which is 3x minus 1 all squared. Now let's get that spiffed up. I'm going to expand the numerator and collect like terms as much as I can. We get 12x squared minus 4x and minus 6x squared, all over the same thing as before. So our finished first derivative is 6x squared minus 4x all over 3x minus 1 all squared. That's a perfectly decent place to stop for our first derivative. Now we take the derivative of that. This one will take a little longer because it's got bigger pieces and it's going to involve a fair bit of space, so I'm going to scrunch this all up a little bit. Good. Okay, so second derivative, d squared y over dx squared. Still a quotient, so quotient rule again. And the quotient rule says you do bottom times derivative of the top. The derivative of the top here is 12x minus 4. So that's bottom d top minus top, 6x squared minus 4x times, I'm not going to make it. The derivative of the bottom, I'll put it here, it's going to be first 2 times 3x minus 1 to the first power. That's a power rule. And then the chain rule says do the derivative of what's inside there, which is just the number 3. So all that is our numerator. Sorry for the scrunch. And it's over the bottom squared. Originally we had 3x minus 1 to the second power. Now we have 3x minus 1 to the fourth. However, I want to simplify this numerator, obviously, and one of the first things I notice is that this term contains 3x minus 1, a couple of them actually. This term contains 3x minus 1, and we have 3x minus 1s in the denominator. So, first thing I want to do is divide top and bottom by 3x minus 1. That'll shorten this down a little bit. So, if we do that, we get, this term has only one 3x minus 1 remaining, and it also has a 12x minus 4. This term has, what do we have, minus 2 times 3 is 6. We have 6x squared minus 4x, that's a keeper. But we don't have 3x minus 1 anymore because we just divided it out. And in the denominator, we're down to 3x minus 1 to the third power because we divided one of them away. So that's good. We're now down to something I can actually fit on one presentable line. And now I'm going to FOIL these two terms, distribute this 6, collect, and that should be about it. D squared y dx squared equals 36x squared minus 12x minus 12x plus 4, and then we get minus 36x squared and plus 24x, just barely fits, all over 3x minus 1 cubed. So probably the last line here. (36x squared minus 30, oh, okay, the x squareds drop out completely. That's unusual. Minus 12x minus another 12x plus 24x, those also cancel. Somebody cooked this very carefully to make that happen. All that remains in the numerator is 4, and in the denominator, 3x minus 1 cubed.